Buckingham Palace has announced Prince Andrew will scale back his royal duties for the foreseeable future. The decision follows a widely criticised interview on his relationship with convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The Prince has been under scrutiny for years about his ties to the disgraced financier. In August, Epstein killed himself while in custody in a Manhattan jail.
And Prince Andrew has just released a statement saying, "It has become clear to me over the past few days that the circumstances relating to my former association with Jeffrey Epstein has become a major disruption to my family's work and the valuable work of the many organisations and charities that I am proud to support. Therefore, I have asked Her Majesty if I may step back from my public duties for the foreseeable future, and she has given permission. I continue to unequivocally regret my ill-judged association with Jeffrey Epstein. His suicide has left many unanswered questions, particularly for his victims, and I deeply sympathise with everyone who has been affected."
Just a reflection of how serious the situation had become for the Duke of York over just a few days since he gave that interview to Newsnight on Saturday night. There really was a sense of mounting pressure because of the various organisations the Duke is patron of, organisations that sponsored the charities he's involved with, universities that he is the head of or the patron of, all sort of saying that they were reconsidering their role in those organisations because of this interview, because of what many people saw as his inability to apologise really to the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, his refusal on a number of occasions to say that he unequivocally regretted that relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, and really what many people saw as a heartless interview, and many people over the past few days. So really quite an unprecedented move for the Duke of York to say that he would be stepping back from those public duties. Of course, all of this comes after what was nearly an hour-long interview with Newsnight at the weekend, and many of the details coming out of that interview, at times considered to be just quite bizarre, really. He was pressed a number of times, asked a number of times whether he regretted that friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, of course, a convicted sex trafficker, a convicted paedophile, and the Duke stayed with him, spent time with him, continued to see him even after he'd served jail time for those crimes. He was pressed a few times in that interview to say, did he regret doing that? Did he regret that relationship? And he at no point said he did. At no point in the interview did he express sadness for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, which many people considered to be really heartless and not appropriate. So, yes, his statement expressing the fact that that interview has distracted from the good work that the royal family does and that is very, very important to him. He speaks about how it's become clear to him that the circumstances relating to his former association were a major disruption to the royal family and to their work.